Excuse me. Oh god, the real Randy Chavez coming at you today with a Veve Omi update video. Guys, if you're new, welcome. If not, welcome back. I love you all. Everyone say hello to Dashi. Hello, Dashi. Commenting, liking, subscribing is a free way to help support the channel. Non-free ways are Patreon and smashing that super thanks down below, super chats as well, and then wraithx.eth domain name and not financial advice, not brownancial advice. Well, both. So there's a lot to go over. I'd be advised, I did a video this morning and I could have done another video's worth, but I figured since I'm getting, I don't know, like 200 messages like in the last 2 hours, I figured I'd just go live and have everyone just ask here. So I can just answer them once. Let's see what we got. We'll go to, God, what was the last thing that we had? Successful. Okay, yep, the blog. So I'll just address this quick. I'll just go over what Veve had said, and then I will go over some of the rest of the things, and then I'll answer everyone's questions. Oh, I didn't want that. All right. So for those of you that do not have Twitter, which should be nearly none of you, but anyway, Veve says, along with all of you, we are learning this morning about the pending closure of our payment provider, Wyre. As such, please note that we are suspending all payout and crypto pay-in, which is in beta, requests effective immediately. We are making best efforts to work with Wyre on all pending/incomplete payouts. In the meantime, all other payment services do remain fully operational. We have the infrastructure in place to migrate providers and will work to do so ASAP, but rest assured, there are no plans to remove these features altogether. We will provide more info as soon as it's available. Thank you for your understanding. So breaking that down, Wyre has they were supposed to be bought by, I forget who they're supposed to be bought by, back in December. I forget where they were, but, oh no, it was Bolt. Bolt was supposed to buy them for about $1.5 billion, and they decided, after looking at the books, no, they're not going to do that. This has nothing to do with Veve. This is, I don't know how people jump to these conclusions, like, oh, well, if Veve hadn't, been the subject of, like, money laundering, because there was a few people that had, used some fake credit cards, or real credit cards, but credit card fraud, and tried to cash out. Like, well, if they hadn't done that, maybe Wyre wouldn't have gone down. Guys, Veve has sold just under 400 million gems. Even if all of those were taken out via crypto, I think Wyre would have probably been okay. It's just Wyre was just a relatively not the best run business. Just wasn't profitable. And okay, well, why did Veve choose them? Okay, well, they were able to do it at the time. And what's going to happen now? Okay, if you missed my video before, this is the same exact situation as when exchanges. What happens if we lose Bit4x, AscendX, or OKEX? I could imagine that David and Dan, because they are looking at the whole board with more data than any of us have put together, they look at the whole board and they see, okay, yeah, we need liquidity for the token. So one could imagine that they might have a Crypto.com or a KuCoin or a Kraken or something along those lines to go and say, in case one of those exchanges go down, say if they were invested in FTX or whatever, they would have fast-tracked them and had them in their back pocket, and the coin would be fine. In that same breath, I will say that most likely something similar is happening here. Oh, hey, let's not put, what do you think is either going to happen? Scenario one, they're going to put all their hopes and chips on one payout process, or, are they going to have a couple, in the stables ready to go? Most likely they're going to have a couple in the stables ready to go. So that's just even what they said. We have the infrastructure in place to migrate providers, and we'll work to do so ASAP. Who are they? I don't know. Could they be American companies? Could they be foreign companies? It could be a mixture of both. We could be actually seeing a couple of payment providers. As far as the incomplete and pending payouts, I have seen a couple people say, all right, I got an email saying my transaction was complete, but it's not in my bank account. Be advised that takes a couple days, a couple of business days. That always has. I've cashed out multiple times, and excuse me. Whenever I've cashed out those multiple times, I'll get that email, and then I'll get the funds a few days later in the bank. That has nothing really to do with Veve. Veve does send those funds right away. It's just either it had to do with Wyre or it has to do with your bank and banking, whatever. There was somebody that had mentioned that they had gone on and, asked for payment on December 31st. Okay, well, December 31st was a Saturday, right? Either way, I think that was a holiday that I don't think banks are open. And yes, it was a Saturday. So Saturday and Sunday banks are closed, and on Monday, New Year's Day, which is observed, was also closed. So this is technically only the second day. I would give it another day, a day or so, because that's usually how much it takes. So I would say if you've asked for it, normally it takes a couple days, a couple business days. And obviously with this, I would say things are slowed down. So I would go and give it another couple days on top of that. Again, business days. That's again just what I would do. I don't see any. I don't see how this is really going to affect too much. I mean, the people that were paying in for crypto, that which they had for like a couple weeks, some of them had already put in their stuff. Others hadn't. Maybe we lose a little bit there because some people that would have bought in, maybe now they have to wait a little while, which is fine. A buddy of mine messaged me this morning, which was, be advised, up until this morning, people were still getting emails like, hey, you've been whitelisted for crypto pay-in. And a buddy of mine texted me that, let me see the message here. I should be able to read it. Yeah, hello, blank. We are pleased to inform you that you've been selected for crypto purchase. And that was this morning at 8:43 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. So people were still being rolled into that up until, it came out with Wyre. So that's, again, I don't really see anything anything crazy happening with that. I don't see the Are people going to panic sell? There might be a couple, but like why? It doesn't really make sense. Like they'll fix this eventually. How long do you have to wait for other pay-in? I'm not sure. Let's move on to other stuff. All right, so Paul Barron went and commented on this as well. Let me go and read that. Go to the profile. I'm going to try to get him on the podcast, and we'll see what that says. Okay. Comment down below if you want to see him on or any questions you have. So Paul Barron says, not funny or anything, but Juno sent out an email last night urging everyone to exit to self-custody immediately in fear of Wyre shutdown. Juno apparently didn't have someone in their back pocket either, so not unreasonable to imagine Veve will pause payout, which clearly they have addressed. So it came, here's, I guess it was a post or an email. It says, this is an important announcement. Juno doesn't custody crypto assets and relies on crypto partners for providing these services. Due to uncertainty with our crypto partner who is responsible for crypto operations for Juno, we strongly recommend withdrawing your crypto assets into a self-custody wallet. I put out a short yesterday where I was on Spaces, and I wasn't speaking on these Spaces, but I was just on the Spaces where Elon Musk was. He said, yeah, if you have it in a cold wallet, if you have it in something offline, off of exchanges, you're probably okay. We strongly recommend withdrawing your crypto assets, self-custody wallet. You can also choose to sell these assets for cash and keep them secured in your Juno checking account, which is FDIC insured, but only up to $250,000 via Evolve Bank and Trust. There are daily platform limits for sells and withdrawals, and we're working with our partner to increase them for a smoother transition. Due to our current market uncertainty, we have also disabled crypto buys on the platform and auto-converted some of the stablecoins, USDC, USDT, and MUSDC, I'm not even sure what that is, to USD. Any fees incurred will be reimbursed. We apologize for the inconvenience and we'll keep you all posted. All banking and card-related services continue to operate as usual. We will be able to transition to a new crypto partner in the coming weeks. I'd imagine very much the same thing for Veve. So I even responded, I told him, said, correct, I can picture a short-term delay on that as well, but if you skip to the end of the video that I posted this morning, I explained why it would just be a short-term bump in the road if there were any pauses at all. And again, that is really just for the crypto pay-in and then the cash out, which again is just delayed. So we have somebody saying it's not about FUD or dip in the market related to Wyre. It's about users protection. If Veve couldn't guarantee their partner is not able to conduct proper cash out, it should be shutting down immediately to avoid getting screwed for nothing and activate other channels. And I said, like, okay, why do you want Veve to shut down exactly? It says the payout feature, while they make sure their partner will handle it properly. If not, just switch provider and reinstate the feature later. Oh, he wasn't talking about Veve shutting down, just the payout feature. I mean, you really don't want that. You really don't want the funds locked in. You really want, you don't want to continue using a provider that may or may not be here tomorrow. You kind of want, you kind of want them to, you want them to work with them, which they're doing, and then you want them to not take on any additional stress. Because this is, we are not Wyre's only partner. We're not Wyre's only client. They have, I assume, dozens, if not hundreds. Moving on. There's Paul Barron. There's, I'll go over that later. Dr. Stuff says, just a heads up, companies typically have backup service providers for instances like this. I'm sure Veve has other companies they can roll out cash out with in short order. So let's stop the panic before it even begins. Shout out to Dr. Stuff for that. Yep, did that. Question. Okay, they're not the only company doing stuff. Salesforce will cut 10% of its workforce, saying it's hired too many people in the lead up to the economic shutdown. Elon Musk started something that I don't think really anyone else is really noticing or anyone else is really talking about. It is a ton of Silicon Valley has overinflated salaries, and it has, these perks where I don't want to say that they don't deserve. It's just perks that okay, they're a lot of their budget is really going towards a lot of these overinflated salaries and things that the other people just don't need. It used to just be like, oh, you go to work. This is a job. You don't need to have a spa and relax and do nothing for 6 hours. Have one meeting at 1 p.m. and then go home at 3. So when Elon Musk says, hey, we're going to cut down majorly at Twitter because we have to cut the fat. Twitter is not profitable. He did that. More updates on Twitter are rolling out than ever before with less people. And the rest of Silicon Valley was basically just waiting for someone to go first. Oh, Elon Musk did it. Now we're going to do it. A lot of other companies in Silicon Valley are doing that. That will increase the unemployment a little bit. But again, it is really good to run lean. It is really good to run. And who's the best? Usually the best companies, and if you take a look at this historically, it's not always the companies that wait and make the right decision. It's some companies that can just make a decision right away. Veve is very vertically integrated like that. They don't really answer to a lot of people. They have partners like Disney and Marvel and all that they, would have to maybe run one or two things by when it includes their IP. But outside of that, they're very, very small and they can pivot extraordinarily quickly. And it's usually the companies that can pivot extraordinarily quickly that do a lot better, even if they make the wrong decision. They could recognize that decision earlier, and then they can go on and make the correct decision after some trial and error, as opposed to a company that just moving like molasses, moving like super slowly, like the dude from Zootopia, the whatever animal that moves really slowly. So that's just something that I've seen out there. Somebody says, I received an email about my payout being complete. However, it's not in my account. Could this be due to this issue? Veve says, this issue will be resolved. Please be patient. Gracias. Another person says, yep, happened to me on 12/31. Veve says, thank you for the update. We are working as quickly as possible. And basically, they've got this. I'm not really saying, but again, everyone's messaging me, freaking out. This is fine. This is not a huge issue. This is just a bump in the road. It happens. What does this mean for other things like, rollout of OUP and rollout of MCP? That might get put on the back burner because people you really should have people having access to their money. So other things might go on the back burner, other things might delay. Again, this will be figured out relatively quickly. So maybe just a couple weeks delay on everything. But again, we'll wait to hear from Veve. And let's go to the comments. Just says, my Ledger wallet can't come soon enough. Get it. Ray Starbone says, how long until you think payout is back online? Oh, water's so good. I have to save my voice. I got a podcast tonight at 8. I figure a month or two. I mean, again, it's not like they have to go out and interview and test out all these different other companies. I'm 100%, well, 99.999% positive that they've already had people, in the throes waiting. And, how long does it take to transition everyone, to train the team? And, okay, what are the timelines? What should we expect? What countries are they in? If we can go, where's Ray Fixie? Where's he at? Is he at like Nigeria or Niger or, wherever Ray Fixie is, if they get him back in, market goes boom. Ray Fixie about to go hard on all these things. So yeah, I'd say let's give it at least a couple weeks, but probably a little longer than that. And Saint says, how much happening? So much happening. Logan Paul on Impulsive. Watch the 12 minutes. It's sadly such a clown thing. God, it is sadly painful to watch. Yeah, I wouldn't even want Logan Paul involved. Like even, and again, nothing's gonna stop him from making videos on Veve or Omi if he wants, but um, nothing is. I wouldn't want him. I mean, the team's not gonna associate with him at all. Um, my friends are home. I'm gonna close this door real quick. Hi. Meow, meow, meow. Okay, here we go. This window. There we go. All right. Yeah, I mean, he'll probably make videos on it eventually. I just don't see him going and being partnered with a Comey at all in any way, shape, or form. Bill Garner says another one bites the dust. Yeah, it's rough. But again, it's a lot of it is because a lot of these companies are just really poorly run. And shout out to Veve for going and being very frugal with a lot of their funds, always acting like David's been on the podcast saying they always like to view the money that they spend as like the last dollar they have, and that has served them extraordinarily well. Oh, when marketing. Do you guys really want them to spend $20 million on marketing? In a bear market, like last year, like we could have done that. We could have gotten all these exchanges, and it would have mean heck all. Veve has continuously made the right choice, even if people don't see them at the time. So shout out to them for that. Does it says Logan needs to fire his co-host effective immediately? Rip. I'll be his co-host. I'll go and knock some sense into people. Insane says, you mean the co-host of Impulsive? Justin says yes. Insane says, yeah, but I think they do a good job to ask those fake questions. Logan has all the fake answers too. I mean, I really, really like Logan and his redemption arc. It was something good to watch. That's fair. I was a fan, not gonna lie. Omar says, hey brother, what's going on, Omar? How's it going, fam? I hope you are doing well. Commons and Zero says, Randonite, this isn't good. Nah, it's fine. I mean, is it a bump in the road that you have to get over before continuing? Yeah, absolutely. Does it put a stopper to all of our progress? No, not at all. And would I like for this not to happen? Sure, but it's just one of those things that do happen, and we'll get over it. Or says this is going to be such a FUD within the community, and it's not Veve or Comey's fault. Agreed. But honestly, so I've been doing my part to put out the fires that Hellcade was just inadvertently spreading. It's just like, oh, back to when payout, back to. I really would have liked for people to have not shared that news up until Veve had responded with it. And then obviously, of course, because that happened, everyone was doing it. I was like, okay, let me make a video trying to calm the waters, letting people know that most likely Veve's got, and again, the video I said at the time was before Veve even put out their statement. It was just saying, hey, they probably have one or two companies ready to go. And what do they come out saying? Yes, we have other providers that we could do this for. I knew it. Like, am I Thor at Avengers Endgame? Because I knew it. Like, this is so easy to read. This is not. I had somebody on Facebook be like, oh, you're just an apologist. Easy to look at with rose-colored glasses. This is the easiest thing in the world to read. This is, like, do you really think that Veve's not prepared for any of this? So, when we have, what was it? Yeah, so Omar, yeah, this is definitely not Veve or Comey's fault. I have been waiting, though, despite me doing this live stream, despite me doing another video before, despite me on Twitter, despite me on Facebook, calming the waters and doing everything I can to try to prevent a, giant dip. Secretly, I've been hoping for a giant dip. Part of me hopes that people freak out because they can't see past the first, they can't see more than 2 weeks out. I'm hoping that people freak out. I'm hoping that people floor the collectibles. I'm hoping these collapse because I want more of them. But they're not. They're not. Mickey Mouse, the all aboard secret rare, actually went up after this news. This is, yeah. I've been searching for any deals that I could find. Okoye went up in the since this news, but there's been there's been unfortunately nothing that I see that that I want to buy that is that is down right now that I could get a good deal on. I wish there was. Unfortunately, there isn't. And that's not just for the small stuff that I usually like to buy. Actually, Superman is down. He did drop $1 hair. He was $400. Now he's $399. Oh lordy, price is collapsing. Superman dropped 0.025%. How dare he? Lord O'Milly responds to me saying, ask Dr. Prophet, supposedly there's backup options being discussed already. Let me X out of that, delete that from 3 p.m. Yep, made a video. Made a video this morning telling people that it made sense that Veve would have backups. Glad to see I'm not wrong. Yeah. And that was Lord O'Milly. Just ask Dr. Prophet. I don't know if Dr. Prophet said anything, or if he knows. Maybe he does. Moving on. So it says, do your own eyebrow research. Yes, do your own eyebrow research. Legacy Bermuda says, hey fam, what's up, Legacy? It says, was that the only payout system? I don't know, because I don't ever sell. Oh, nice flex, nice flex. Yeah, that was the only one that we had. I mean, you have multiple ways to pay in. You have PayPal. You had crypto pay in, the beta until I was gone. They just took that away. Bank. But on the web app, the pay in still should be fine. It's just the payout that I think is going to be halted for a bit. David Shaw says, when will payout be up and running, Randy, in your opinion? 2 weeks to 2 months, anywhere in there, probably. Insane says, give the new payout till May. No, not that long. Insane says, pay in, payout. Yeah, don't talk about that. Well, we still have pay in. That's fine. But payout, like I said, 2 weeks to 2 months, give or take. Insane says, so sad. Wyre was really good. It took 3 minutes. Yeah, dude, Wyre was nice. Wyre was legit. Well, whatever replaces it, hopefully it's as good, if not better. But what says, another bad partner by Veve, unfortunately. Safe to say MCP going to be delayed again. If payout is still priority, yeah, I would say MCP and OUP would be delayed by a couple weeks. They'll still be working on it in the background, but the priority now is really just the payout, probably. Collins Zero says, God forbid, Veve totally looks like FTX, Terra, and now Wyre. It's not too far out of reason to assume such. Yes, it is. Veve has real money, and again, this is what David says. You could believe David, you could not believe David. I choose to believe David because I know people and I know him, and he's a friend. They have 2 cryptos on their balance sheet. They have OMI and they have a little bit of GoChain. And the only reason I had a little bit of GoChain was because we were on GoChain before Immutable X, and a lot of their OMI, at least in the reserve wallet, was on GoChain. So they needed some Go token to move it. But that's it. They didn't invest in any of these crazy companies. And again, because David is very frugal with his money, or at least Veve's money, you could imagine that he, along with maybe the help of Disney, I don't know this for a fact, that they could look into other companies on what is a safe place to do business and what is not a safe place to do business with. So I'd imagine it's like, okay, Elon Musk that owns Tesla and SpaceX. Yes, while he's building his Roadster, he can take parts from SpaceX, like the air thrusters, and it makes sense. You could imagine that Veve and Disney would have a relationship like that, where they would go and share certain resources for one another. But yeah, again, Veve's very, very flush with cash. Again, when you have the minimum payout at 1,000 and you lower it down to 500, that doesn't tell me that you're hurting for cash. That tells me you're very, very flush with cash. And again, even if Veve needed, which again, they've sold about over 398 million gems, if they needed, for any reason whatsoever, to raise a couple million, 10 million, $100 million, they could do so in an instant. They could sell a portion of their company and make hundreds of millions because they're a multi-billion-dollar company. This is not even a hard call. Insane says, it was really sad because I don't think that Wyre was a bad company. Clearly it was. If you're not profitable, you're run in a very poor way. Maybe not saying that they were evil. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that if you do not have money and you are running at a net negative, then you are not a good company. You are failing at a lot of key things that would make you profitable. Well, as Castron says, I have my coins in Trust Wallet. Hopefully that doesn't go down too. Nah, I'll be fine. Omar says, banks were closed Saturday to Monday. Gotcha. Thank you. Thank you. Colin Zero says, how does something so proficient fail? They're dealing with untangible, non-physical product. Everything they do is logical. How does Wyre fail? I mean, again, they have employees and they have expenses, and when the amount of money going out is more than the amount coming in, and you're running at a net negative, you can only do that for so long. You can only do that so long as the reserves last. Once those are gone, they're gone. Yeah. Z said, I tried cashing out $50K, and all I got was a cake that said, Veve, appreciate the gestures. I'd like my $49,990 now. I'll pay for the cake. It's fine. Thank you for the cake. I enjoyed it. Ooh, excuse me. If you were to cash out $50K, they'd give you about $45K, because again, 10%. Bill Gardner says, I'm not sweating it. Companies go under all the time. Just need a new payment processor. Agreed. Same thing. Oh, lordy. In 2 years for a new one. They have, hold on. They have the, my pocket. Hang on, I'm sorry guys, 1 second. Okay. Sorry about that. Moving on here. ML says this could be hype if the new system doesn't have limitations. That's possible. That's possible. Bill says Paul Barron on the pod would be lit. Yeah, he'd be great. Love to get him on. Kyle Wilson's been on his show quite a few times, so I mean he does work within the Veve community, so that's pretty legit. Zane says, would they limit every first pay in, pay out just for testing? They might, if they just want to test it. They might just do a beta, roll it out to people. It can't be if you put 1 million wrong, so it's likely to be 10K again for the beginning. Wait, what? Can't be if you put 1 million wrong, so it's likely to be 10K again for the beginning. Well, I mean, you have to have the gems in there. Like, if you go to cash out 10 million gems, you're obviously not going to get it. So I think that should be self-corrected fairly quickly. Omi Panda says, hello, fam. Why, hello, Omi Panda. Hope you're doing well. Z said, sell and run. Again, obviously you don't want people to lose money, but if people were to sell and run, that would benefit me because I could buy stuff at cheap. Again, do I expect that to happen? Maybe. I've been waiting. The market has not really done anything negative since this announcement, so I'm not really hopeful. Or I guess I am a little bit hopeful that they'll do that. But I haven't seen anything really go down the crapper. If they did, I'd be buying, but there's just nothing. A lot of the stuff hasn't moved. I mean, and the stuff that has moved, I'm not going to count things that go up or down like 5%, because I feel like that's relatively normal. I'd count things that, oh, hey, this is up or down 10 or 20%. Again, just the way I see things. But let's, I haven't really checked the comics though. I've only really checked collectibles. Let's take a look at all new Marvel Now .1. $3.50, right where I left it. We'll take a look at Journey into Mystery number 83. That did change. That went from $69, I'm counting nice envelope for $69, to $63. So that did go down a little bit. So that is one of the things that did change. And percentage, yeah, it's like $6, but percentage-wise, it is 10%. So that would go in there. Doge Nation, does Dashie have all his parts? Asking for a friend. Dashie has all the necessary equipment that Dashie needs to do what Dashie needs to do. Leave it at that. Bilgar says, everyone sell so I can buy it up. Pennies on the dollar. Yeah! Dude, was anyone ever hear about how the Rothschilds first made their money? It was, I forget what year Napoleon was alive. And what happened is that somebody came running from French or Russia or like wherever where Napoleon was like invading. So it's like, oh my God, was it against the Russians? Or basically they said that, oh my God, Napoleon's taken over. We're all hecked. We're all hecked. Everyone's been slaughtered. And the stock market just tanked. And then the Rothschilds, along with a lot of other people, bought all of that, bought all the stuff. And then when it came out that, there wasn't major catastrophe, the stock market went right back up and they made a killing. Um, you know, either things are going to zero or they're not. I'm going to elect to choose that they're not going to zero. I think the opposite. I think they're again. Does it moon by March? No, probably not. Does it moon by March next year? Yeah, probably. We're gonna have probably a decent bit of movement by that point. But again, that's just my opinion. Commons and Zero says Do Kwon SBF they down at Alcon soon. Well, that's false. Do Kwon obviously bad stuff. SBF obviously super super criminal. Dave, Dan, and Al are good, solid people. Never done anything wrong in their lives. Lisa View just tweeted they are moving to Palm. No, they didn't. Shut the fuck up. Like, like, get out of here. All right, we're gonna go to the YouTube now, and we're gonna go to. I'm gonna ask everyone if they could go and smash that like button. It's a free way to help support the channel. That'd be pretty legit. Oh God. Okay, there we go. Where was I? Hold on 1 second. There we go. Insane says, yeah, everything will be delayed. Agreed. Omicron says, stuff like this, FTX exchanges, pause and cash out, makes me nervous to stake top tier OMI for OUP. There'd be no reason to be nervous with that. Says, I'd rather stake from cold. You can't stake from a cold wallet. You're going to have a OMI staking thing on the app. You will not be able to stake from a cold wallet. Not put my crypto in anyone else's hands. I love Veve and Akomi, but you never know. I get it. It's a risk, but again, you are getting a couple of things for this risk. You're getting a couple of perks for that risk, for locking it up. Also, we have a breaking news from the Feeshes. Bravo Blockchain says, hey everyone, I'll be looking to test out the new Feesh Arena card game mode. If you're around and want to jump into some fun, and let me know in general. And when our schedules overlap, we'll grab a quick match. After some feedback, continued improvements, I'll probably start reworking the UI to look better. Then we'll have a wider release. Thanks in advance. So I'm going to go to the general. And save some time. Go to the general and save some time. I don't know. Yeah. Brock says I need like 2 to 3 people to try it out. Oh, should I? Can I play on stream? Streaming right now. Oh. No, get on here, get on there. Get there, get on there, get on there, get on there. Okay, there we go. Bill Gardner says, kind of like when Earth 2 lost its PayPal, everyone freaked out. Oh my God, yeah. So back in the day, I think it was like early 2021, people had, in late 2020, a bunch of people put a bunch of money into Earth 2. And then they could do PayPal for cash out, but because sometimes the cash out, depending on what area they were in the world, sometimes it wasn't working. What people were doing is they were going to the PayPal, which is how a lot of people would cash in, and they'd say it's a scam. They would report it as a scam, and then PayPal would reverse it. So Earth 2 had a hold on like tens of millions of dollars that they couldn't move because of like an investigation that had to go, because everyone was reporting Earth 2 as a scam because of the area of the world that they were in, and they couldn't get money out in the way that they tried, so they reported it as a scam. Once you have enough people do that, PayPal drops you automatically. That's just a thing that happens. So PayPal dropped them, and then of course, things worked out and it's fine. But people were fudding about it because in general, yeah, you don't lose PayPal. PayPal, drops you, but that's because of what was happening. And obviously it had nothing to do with them being a scam. It's just, they couldn't cash out in that specific region. Again, same thing with OMI, or not OMI, same thing with Veve. You couldn't cash out in certain different regions. And then even still, you wouldn't be able to cash out in certain different regions. But this is something that, you know, if you're really blue, you know, like a little bit of knowledge is very dangerous. If you're really, really new to something and you don't know, then it's like, okay, well, you're, um, you think the end of the world is coming. You think, oh my God, I lost my money, and you freak out. And obviously, that's not the case. Um, Brock says it's super prototype mode currently. Where do I play? Do I play on the Feeshes? Do I play on the Feesh cord? Let's go to. We'll see. Carlos Castron says Tesla just announced files paperwork to make. Okay, yeah, I was gonna go over this. Carlos Castron says, oh wait, hang on one sec. I did want to get the news out first. I might make a whole video on this. I'll put it on the Tesla updates playlist. Come on, MetaMask, what you doing? Okay, this is a digital version of what will be turned into the physical card game. I'm in. How do I play? How do we play? How do we A? Live your life, oh, A. Okay. So Alex Castron says Tesla just announced to file paperwork to make electric motors for airplanes, boats, and more. Oh my. Elon Musk has had this idea 2 decades ago. He had it in the 2000s. He was even in Iron Man 2, where Elon Musk is like, "Oh, hey Pepper," and Rob Downey Jr. "Oh, Mr. Musk, hey, how you doing?" And then Elon Musk says, "Hey, I have an idea for an electric jet." He's like, "Oh, all right, yeah, well, email me on that." And yeah, so Mr. Musk is in the MCU, which I think is really cool. Okay, Brock is going to meow. Oh wait, did I not? Oh, did I? Oh, meow meow. Hi. Hello. I'm in the MetaMask. Is that where I need to be? Yep, still here. Hold on. Okay, I didn't. No, speaker. All right, can you hear me right now? Oh, incoming call. I don't know. 19 seconds. I could hear you. I guess he couldn't hear me. Oh, okay. Let's try this again. Can you hear me now? I'm guessing that's a no. Hold on. Share video. Meow, meow, meow. It says it is reconnecting, but I am on the I'm on the Wi-Fi. I'm not 100% sure why. Can you hear me now? Yes, I can hear you now. I couldn't hear you that time, but yeah, we're good. In the mech suits or the one where you're traveling. Yes, I played the mech suit one. Yeah. Those are good. Okay. Mm-hmm.
But if you've not connected to IMAX before, that was the thing I was asking if you.
I have not connected to Immutable X yet.
Okay, so when you visit that website, there'll be a big button that says like Connect to IMX at the top.
Mm-hmm.
Click that, and then you'll just be able to. Are you on phone or computer?
I'm on phone, so I have to connect the MetaMask, right?
Yeah, and then do you have a Feesh on your MetaMask on your mobile? If not, I'll just send you one.
Yes. And
cool.
when I go there, okay, so after I go there, well, I should already have it. I already have it on the app, but it's telling me to download it again.
So IMX's thing, I think you have to click. There's like, I have instructions on the website because it is a little bit weird. So when you're doing it,
because I do have the MetaMask app on the phone.
Yeah, so hold on 1 second. For a desktop, you'll want to click Connect IMX. You'll get a pop-up, and then there's like a big blue button that's like, yeah, let me connect. But then there's a button below it that's like Connect in other ways. that's what you actually want to click.
Oh, okay. Hang on. Let me go back. Let's go back to the beginning. You ever listen to Hilary Duff?
Yeah, of course.
My man. Back to when the earth, the sun. All right, so hold on. A visit.
So it should just be connect to IMX, and then you'll get like a pop up, and it's like you visit metamask.io is the big button.
Okay.
But instead, you want to click use a different wallet.
Oh, okay. Hold on. I have to redo that. So you don't click the okay, use a different wallet. Copy. All right.
Then click mobile wallet, I think, but with the MetaMask.
Yep.
And then MetaMask, and then connect.
All right. Hitting the MetaMask 3 times.
Yeah. I wish their UI was a bit better. That's the only thing I don't like about it. But like once you're connected, it's actually neat. But the like 3 steps that are not obvious.
Copy. All right. Yep. Connect.
Then you have to sign, I think, to give it access just one more time.
Then I have to get started.
What does it say? Where does it say get started?
Unlock immutable X, manage your assets, so be asked to connect wallet, sign to give access.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. I'm pretty sure
And then
okay, then all right, so connecting, clicking the connect, and then it brings me back there.
Yeah. And is it back on the site? The button went away?
No, it still says get started or use a different wallet. Should I do that again?
Try using different wallet one more time.
Okay, using different wallet. Mobile. Okay, and now it says error. Problem initializing app.
So I'll let you just go back to like the Feesh arena and hit refresh and see if it says connect to IMX or not.
Okay, Feesh arena. Hold on.
But just click the link I gave you one more time.
Okay. Ooh, I'm gonna go in there and game in beta, P2E in later phases.
Does it have at the top connect to IMX still or no?
Yeah.
Okay, so click it one more time. So,
okay.
Because basically when that goes away, that's when you're really connected.
All right, and then use a different wallet.
Yep.
Okay, and then back to the okay. Whew, we're learning here today.
Well, I don't even think it's I think it's IMX. If I'm being real.
Yeah, because I keep clicking use a different wallet, and then I keep going to immutable X, and then I keep choosing MetaMask, and then it doesn't. Like I've signed this probably 3 times already.
Does it pop the MetaMask app up?
Yeah.
Okay, and then from there it should pop up like a sign or like a connect message.
I could go to like the browser and then go to Feesh Arena for the.
Don't do that actually because it doesn't work.
Oh, okay.
It does things differently than like it's great because you can just use your mobile browser.
Yeah.
But it's not good because it goes against what everything else does.
Oh, okay. All right. So won't do that. I will. All right.
But when you're like, hey, I want to connect with MetaMask, does it pop open your MetaMask app?
Yes.
And then does something pop up within the app to sign?
Yeah. So yes, I've done that like 3 times now.
Okay. So then once you hit sign, go back to the mobile browser.
Okay. So after you connect to the site and you connect, then it takes me back to mobile, and then I refresh.
I think so. It could just make it to where it's like, hey, IMX, do this thing.
So I'm on it. I have the option to go back to 2 different browsers here. One is the Feesh Arena beta where it says connect to immutable X, and the other is the unlock immutable X to manage your assets. So we asked you blah blah blah.
Got it. Try going back to the immutable thing. Because there's technically like one more step where after you connect your MetaMask, like with a prompt, you go back to the browser and then it says sign to get access, and then you should just be able to hit sign.
Okay.
Didn't get that.
I did not get that. It goes back to the unlock immutable X thing.
Oh, why do that?
I don't know.
I'm trying to see where it says unlock and then immutable.
I could send you a screenshot of what I'm getting, and then I will. Send all of that. And that is...
Yeah, so it should be click connect or hold on, let's see. Connect, sign, set up immutable X key. Yeah, it should be just click create use a different wallet, and then it should pop up your MetaMask.
So do I do the hardware wallet? Because I've done the mobile wallet like 4 times now.
No, you should be fine. It's very weird.
Yes, I do the mobile wallet.
I have like screenshots, like walking through all the steps. I'm going to kill my connection really quickly to this.
Okay.
And start over fresh and just see if I'm getting the same thing you want.
Okay, copy that.
Immutable X. And then on that, click get started. And then it says, yo, connect this wallet. And then it asks me to sign. And I hit sign, and then I'm all set. So it's like a 3-step thing. I'm going to try it on mobile really quickly.
Okay.
Thanks for being a guinea pig. If you were able to play the other like mech battle, then this should be the same thing.
Yeah, I mean the mech battle I did when I just went in through MetaMask, and then I used the browser on MetaMask. This one I feel like is taking me to like Chrome.
Yeah, so you should be able to use it in Chrome. You shouldn't have to use it in the other browser. I mean, you could try it, but I think it doesn't like that. Typically.
I'll try the
Chrome.
Oh wait, hang on. Oh, nope. Session has already connected. If I go to the browser, and it's just Feesh Arena, right? Am I connected?
Feesh Arena, yeah, it's good. That's all you should have to connect.
I mean, it's this game in beta, play to earn phases. There's ranked, unranked, mine, and then passed.
So it's, oh, sorry, you're saying the website? It's just feesharena.com?
Yeah.
Slash card game /72.
Okay, hold on. Slash card game /72?
Because that's the match number.
Nope, not found.
Well, I will send you the link again in Telegram.
All right. We're doing the thing. I have somebody says on stream, and then Chavez lost his virginity.
Wait, so you're on stream right now with like people watching?
Yeah. 56 people watching me lose my.
I know that you were going on 3. I didn't know.
Oh well, it's 3:48, so we're well within the throes of the stream now. There's no going back.
Well, guys, since you're tuning in, Wyre stopped payments, but Veve planned for this, and they can just eject it like a Nintendo cartridge and plug another one in as long as they have the same coverage that Wyre had.
Yeah, there's some countries might be included, some countries might be excluded, like you said, depending on coverage. But yeah, I did a video on it this morning. That's the point of the live now, just try to calm people down. Yeah, which is fine. So you heard it from Brock, and a great analogy, like ejecting a Nintendo cartridge. You're really showing your age with that one there, Brock.
It's like a Polaroid picture. It's like a sonogram on your audio phone device.
Bro, you can't tell right now, but I'm shaking my hands like I'm shaking a Polaroid picture.
Yeah, well, there's a song for that.
I know. It was my my high school graduation song, actually. Why did they pick that? I have no idea.
Normally it's that Vitamin C graduation song.
They did play that as well.
The Green Day song.
I think they played all of those, but the song that there was like a video to was Hey Ya by Outkast. That was like the whole video song thing.
So does that not work though?
Oh, let me see. Okay, connect to Immutable X. Use a different wallet, mobile wallet. Okay, we're gonna do the thing. The mask is appearing. Takes me to here. Okay, we'll connect to Immutable X. Error, problem initializing app. Further assistance, please visit our support page.
Alright, there's one other thing that you might need to do if you've never used Immutable X before on like your phone.
Mm-hmm.
Hold on one second.
Hang on.
So try going here and connect your wallet there. So like Immutable X has this thing where if it's your first time being on the network, you have to go and like set up a key thing, and it happens automatically like behind the scenes.
Mm-hmm.
But if you've not done it, it might be that like this particular wallet hasn't been like gone through that step yet.
So it said connection was already connected, and then the message went away.
The wallet.
Yeah, it said it was already connected. The other session had to time out or something.
Oh, that's weird. So if you go to that Immutable Marketplace in the top right, there might be a menu or whatever, but does it have your wallet address or like a truncated version?
On immutable.com or on the
on market.immutable.com, yeah.
When I click the top right, it just says connect wallet, but I already connected the wallet, it seems. So it won't let me click that again.
That's weird. So try refreshing and then see if there's either your wallet there or if there's a connect button.
Okay.
This sounds all kinds of jank.
All right. Okay, so it's connect wallet. Okay. And same thing, mobile wallet. Mm-hmm.
Yep.
MetaMask. Okay, gonna do the thing. The little fox is coming out, and the session has already connected. Close the current session before starting a new one. Okay, so I gotta close all other things.
So weird. Why can't you just work it?
All right, let me try closing all other tabs.
Yeah, maybe it's like the Feesh arena stuff that you gotta close.
All right, close. All right, everything else has been closed. Okay, open Chrome. All right, connect wallet. Mobile wallet. MetaMask. Gonna do the thumbprint thing when the fox appears. It's not appearing. Oh, there we go. Okay, thumbprint. And Veni Vidi Vici. No. Okay, now it's giving me a thing that says connect. Okay, now it's bringing me to Immutable X. Use a different wallet, mobile wallet. Okay, this might be.
Yeah, I think that's what it was. It's like they have this weird step where you have to like force it through with their stuff first.
Okay, so now I'm gonna go to Feesh Arena, and then connect to Immutable X.
I would click the link from Telegram to like go right to our game.
Nope.
And then what?
Yeah, I went to the Feesh's thing again, and then
The 72 one?
Yep.
And what does it say? It doesn't say like game's been created, waiting for players.
Nope. It just says beta, connect to Immutable X. Like it's the same thing I've gotten. Like I'll send you the quick shot of the screen.
Does it say connect at the top to Immutable every time?
Yes, and I click that, and then it takes me. Yeah.
You click that, and it still did the whole loop-de-doop thing where it won't connect all the way still.
It says create a wallet. You'll need an Ethereum wallet to trade on Immutable X. So visit metamask.io or use a different wallet.
So use a different wallet.
And then use mobile wallet, right?
Yeah, MetaMask mobile wallet. Yeah.
So I click that, and then it brings me right back to the page that says unlock Immutable X, connect a wallet account, sign to give access, set up an immutable key, and then get started or use a different wallet.
Use a different wallet.
Okay, same thing, mobile wallet, and then it just takes me right back to the same page, get started or use a different wallet.
Okay, so real quick, click use a different wallet, and then just send me a screenshot of what it says, because you keep saying mobile wallet. I just want to make sure that I think it should just say like MetaMask, but I just want to see if that's what it is.
I mean, I have the option to use a hard wallet.
Yeah, we don't want to do that.
Okay, so when I click mobile wallet, it just takes me back to the page I was previously on.
Oh, so weird.
Yes.
All right.
We could try to figure it out later if that's a
I was
thing.
gonna say, yeah. It seems like it's like because while talking to you, I've connected 3 phones, 2 tablets, 3 computers, and all have no issues.
What's wrong with my phone?
I think it's just an IMX thing.
Am I the biggest loser on the beach? Sorry, it's a SpongeBob reference.
So we will. Yeah, I have to run because I got a meeting in 5 minutes anyway. But thanks for trying, and once I'll either figure out if there's something I can adjust, or I'll help you troubleshoot it, and then we'll play.
Yeah, we try to do that later. All right, thanks, man. All right, peace.
Yeah, see ya.
All right. Well, that was a thing. Okay. Yeah, Tesla announced paperwork to make electric motors for airplanes, boats, and more. I also might have to jump on a call real quick. Well, he said evening. He didn't say what time in the evening. And then my thing is tonight at 8. Okay. All right. We're good. We're good. Yeah, let me go to this real quick. For Tesla. Where the heck did it go? Yes. Tesla files paperwork to make electric motors for airplanes, boats, and more. This is why Tesla's undervalued. They're up 5% today as well. So market really, really liking the news. And again, like Tesla had increased in every single category last year. Year over year, month over month on stuff, record amount of deliveries, record amount of production, and the price slid like 65, 70%. Does that make any sense at all? No, it does not. Tesla's stupid undervalued. If you have extra funds and you have enough OMI and you have whatever, you know, I would be buying Tesla, but that's just me, not financial advice. Not financial advice. Meta Money says Veve has backup. People have had time to cash out. It's not really a huge deal. Agreed. Justin says Okoye sounds like Oye. It does. Meta Money says just got Todd and Ultra Air Miles. 2023 is my OMI year. Only got 1 million. Dude, you're going to get this bread. I believe in you. Oh my god, Satoshi says 42069. Nice. Justin says pay-in is never closed. It's never ogre. Big A says, Randy been getting a lot of old live streams and recommend watching them. Everyone was so off on so many predictions. Do you ever go back and watch your old live streams? Just watch the Andrew Jick stream. Andre Jick stream. So on the first day of Christmas, the first Akomi verse roundtable that I did on my channel, Jordan Reese, Dr. Stuff, Crypto Rain, Jordan Reese went back and rewatched it. He's like, guys, I just rewatched it. This looks really good. And I was like, I don't like rewatching myself. I don't like my voice. I don't like my face. I don't like anything about myself. I'm like a teenage girl that just wants to change everything about themselves. I don't because I cringe. I cringe so hard. In that 69-hour stream, as I just got uglier and uglier every single hour it went on, I could not do anything but just apologize, like SpongeBob in that episode. Like, sorry for being so ugly, you know. I can't watch any of my old stuff. I do, like, I've just started doing shorts again yesterday. I would take clips from my old really fun interviews from Darcy Donovan or David Yu, or, you know, I had one with Fanny Carbonell. I'll have others, you know, stuff with Ken Gwynn or Nick Ward or whatever, maybe even Brock and Blockchain, and I'll have them. I'll watch like clips at a time just so I could upload the shorts. But yeah, that's I don't like to watch myself at all. Phil Dong says Asians are always frugal. Fair point. Big A says running net negative isn't always bad. Tesla was negative cash flow for years and have been well, they did that for a reason. They did that because they were growing. They did that because all the money that they were getting was going to other cars and other technologies and other whatever. You know, if you're putting it into a new product, which is going to generate more revenue, yeah, absolutely. It's not bad. But if you're not, like, you know, Wyre was not going to invent a new product. They weren't inventing a new casting machine for their Cybertruck. They weren't inventing a new alloy for their Cybertruck. Like, my God, the scientists and engineers behind Tesla are insane. seems most companies try to scale instantly and run at net negatives from the start. Yeah, it's rough. Sleeping says, Randy, let's get this bread. I love this game. I love you, Sleeping. Jago Solo says, what up, Sleeping? Mr. Hamilton says, 10K in Tesla or 10K in Omi? 10K in Omi. Easy, 100% Omi. Pele says, I'm scared, Randy. I wouldn't be scared. This is a very, very simple fix. Even though 10K in Omi, will outperform almost anything, if you had enough Omi, you're like, I got 50 million Omi, I got 30 million, however much. $10,000 in Tesla will give like a 12 to 15x by the end of the decade. It's very, very good. I think it'll be a lot more in Omi, but it's just me. Wubba Wubba says, sleep in, fire. Wubba Wubba says, Tesla will be good by $65. I wish it would get there. Unfortunately, it won't. Sleeping says, hey, Chago and Wubba. Just says, starting to think SBF was a total psyop. It's possible. I mean, I'm not going to say it wasn't. It's possible. Yeah. Kryptonite says, Randy, you might need to give a prep talk to your influencer friends, man. Are they still doing what they were preaching during the bull run? I don't know who you're talking about, but I'm doing the same thing I was in the bull run, buying more whenever I can. That's just me. All right, moving on. Well, it says, so are 50% gem sales back now? No. No, I don't think that you'll ever have that again. Amiga Satoshi says, Wyre likely held FTT. They might have. Big A says, my B-Day is on June 9th. And my B-Day in 2018, I bought 100 shares for 187 before it split by 10 times. 69 and 187, the numbers were a buy signal. This is financial advice. Get it? Marco Carlos says, hey, Randy, how do you comment that Veve paid to Logan to advertise Omi? That was not Veve. That was one of the bad actors that were associated with Veve and as advisor at that time. I'll let you guys know right now. That was Ben Gadenzi, who was trying to pump his bags so he could exit, trying to dump on everyone. He did the same thing with Earth 2, with Logan Paul. Earth 2, yeah, it was on one of his podcasts. Ben Gadenzi did try to screw both companies. Obviously, he was kicked out of both companies very, very quickly. But that was not Veve. That was just one person that happened to have been associated with Veve that obviously is clearly no longer associated with him. Yeah. This says, how do you feel about fully autonomous ICE Ubers? I don't want to say that will never happen, but you will have fully autonomous Tesla cars before any other car. Tesla is years ahead of any other company as far as full self-driving is concerned. That means Tesla will have a monopoly on full self-driving ride-sharing system. And if they want to, they could license it out to other companies at a heavy, heavy markup. But but you will not see that first. You will see full self-driving zero emission vehicles, ZEV vehicles. You will not see, and you'll definitely see that well before full self-driving internal combustion engines. Most likely you won't see those. Most likely, if you do, it is years after Tesla has already solved it and has, positioned themselves to take over that ride-sharing market, and other companies won't solve it. Tesla will license it out to them if they want to. Justin says, 25 cents on the dollar gem sales. We the people is one cash out. Says, thank God I love this project at the peak because it's been downhill since then. I mean, if you were able to cash out in January last year, that is good on you. If I had done that, most likely I'd just buy Omi at this point, but I would not. I would, if give me an extra 500K, not all of it would go into Omi. Yeah, more than half, but probably a good 50K would go into Veve because $2,500 for a partner statue, like 8K for a secret rare Spider-Man. This is easy. These are simple buys for me if I were to have that extra money right now. Again, I could just sell Omi and do everything I'm talking about, but I wouldn't do that. I think Omi outperforms everything. Cleva B says, Michael Carlos, from where do you have this information? It is public knowledge. Roxana says it was in the comments on Logan Drama. Right, M says, I always have trouble connecting Feesh Arena to MetaMask Mobile. Margo says, one guy who worked for Comey that it was legit. Big A says, is YouTube comments a legitimate information source though? Or says, Logan pumped Omi hard on his podcast. Everyone knows it, and it comes out it was paid. Again, it was not by the team. It was by somebody that just happened to have a whole bunch of Omi that was associated with the team at one point. We the People says, feel sorry for the fanboys that still believe in this project. Is it true? They just lost Marvel 2? No, that is obviously false. Clearly they have an exclusive deal with Marvel. They obviously have the deal with Disney, so definitely do not spread the FUD. Let me go and see something real quick. Hang on one second. Gotta remove the fake news. Veve says, some guy in this chat said Omi would be at $10 soon. Is this legit information? Is Cavell Anderson here? Because I mean, aside from me, he's the only one to say $10 Omi. Granted, I said that it would happen by about between 2035 and 2040. It may end up being sooner, but I did say that yes, the math does work out where you can have a $10 Omi at some point. Granted, Cavell was the first person to say it. Was his backed by any math or statistical data? Who's to say? Obviously mine was. Big A says, yes, it's true. They lost our elections this morning. Only collect a lot of VVR, the VV loco, and then Decon Cabbage. Darth Chaos says, hello there. General Darth Chaos. Bolivia B says, and they lost their virginity. This says, let's get a live speed run, Randy. Speed run on what? I can speed run with the best of them. I'm not gonna lie. Not really. I haven't. I could beat Pokemon in about 4 hours. If I really wanted to really get it down and do it and study and practice, I can get it down under 3 hours. The first, red and blue. I could probably do that. I would say if I get there are people that can beat Pokemon in like an hour 50, like an hour 48. I could do it. If I just carbon copy everything that they're doing, I'd still do it under 3. I do it under 3 hours, but just it's so you have to have a lot of luck. There's a lot of RNG involved. And then again, they're just so quick with everything that they do. Excuse me. Yeah. Death Chaos says Veve ain't going anywhere just because Wyre shutting down. Another will take its place. There's others that do the same thing. People are too frugal. Bill Carter says, what up, Brock? If he says Darth Chaos, right on. There will only be one Veve because of the team and the connections they have. Agreed. Big A says, Randy, please tell Brock, he's interrupting our alone time. I do have a call I do have to make, and then I have to set up for an actual podcast at 8. But I'll get through the comments first. Darth Chaos says, haha, Big A. Energy. And M says, just tried connecting my wallet to Feesh Arena. I mean, about 10 times and could not connect. RIP. Just says Big Daddy needs an iPhone. Oops. Nope. Never. Just says Elon Musk too much of a wild card is how I see it. Nah. I think it's good. I think he's perfect. Oh my God. Satoshi says please invite me to that game with Brock. I have a Feesh. It's just my phone, I guess. I don't know. And obviously it's over with now. Time's it. All right. Not too far behind on comments. Big A says I think you did well and asked good questions in those old live streams. It was good perspective to see 14 months ago what group consensus was, and everyone was hoping for 0.003 to load up, and now we got obviously a lot better thing than that. Tower 06, so it may have caused the Wyre issue. Basically, it's just Wyre was not a properly run business, and they ran net negative for a while, and it bit them in the butt. Living Aloha says Tesla is a company on another level. Unlike most other companies in the world, yes, Tesla will be the most valuable company on the world by the end of the decade. Carlos Castron says, what would be the market cap for $100 Omi? What would we have to do to get to $100 Omi? Let's say we burned 200 something billion Omi and we had 100 billion left. Okay, well, it's $1. $100 billion market cap. Okay, it's fair. $1 trillion market cap. $1 trillion market cap. It's a lot. I think we can get there late 2030s because a $1 trillion market cap. I think in the next 15 years will be fairly common for the top. Honestly, it might even happen at the end of this decade, you might see, not this next bull run, but the bull run after that, you might see a lot of the top 10 cryptos have $1 trillion market caps. Obviously Bitcoin and Ethereum will be there. How many of the others? Not sure, but yeah, that Omi will definitely reach $1 trillion market cap probably by the end of the 2030s, if not before then, maybe mid to late 2030s, and that's at around 100 billion. But let's say we go to 50 billion. Okay, well then if we have $1 trillion market cap, that's $20 Omi. Yeah, if somehow we get down to 10 billion Omi, which I doubt we get there, but if we do, then yeah, $100 is a $1 trillion market cap. So you'd need to have 10 billion Omi in circulating supply, which is pretty much impossible. And then you could have a $100 Omi, but again, it'd still be $1 trillion market. It'd be so much. It'd be wild. Yeah, $100 Omi. I've never done models for. It'd be insane. Just says cringing at yourself for fumbling that girl from 10 years ago. um, I mean, 10 years ago, I was already in my 20s. I wasn't fumbling with girls at 22. I was fumbling with girls at like 12 and 13 and 14. And, by the time 15 came along, I was a man and very sure of myself and obviously had experience by that point. So, yeah. Haven't really fumbled with girls, I don't say ever. Or I'm not in the last 17 years. Joseph says, Randy, look up full self-driving ICE Uber taxis thingies. They're already out. They are only in certain areas, and they can only go from one place to another. They cannot drive freely. Joseph says, you unlock the doors through the app. Nice. JKLXRP says, hello, pioneers. Why, hello, JKLXRP. Arrow Colossus, thanks for the answers. Cheers. Gabriel Druin says, let's hope payout and crypto pay-in come back soon. Maybe MoonPay as a partner. It's possible. Carlos says, cool. Veve is Amazon better than Walmart. Yes. Jay Clark says, Veve has like 20 Batmans and 20 Harley Quinn, but only 2 Jokers, a Penguin, a Robin, and Swamp Thing. We need some more Jokers and DC characters. We need a Bane, god damn it. Excuse my language. I'm so sorry. But we need a Bane. We need a Bane. All right. I do have to go. I do have to hop on a call. Thank you for hanging with me for a while. Come back at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for my podcast with Jen Izelman. All right, I gotta go. Love you guys. Bye.